Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's daily oracle card reading. Happy Monday. Hope you had a good start to your day so far and to your week. Today I wanted to do a card reading from two of the decks that I own. These two decks actually are some of the first decks, not the first decks, but a couple of the first decks that I ever received, and they were created by Doreen Virtue. Doreen Virtue, if you Google it, or some of you may already know who she was really a pioneer of with Hay House and so on. If you're familiar with Hay House, in creating oracle card decks. That being said, several years back, she did kind of renounce her work and changed the spiritual direction that she saw for her life. And that's fine. I would say that for me, it was a little bit of a surprise because um, she had done so much work in this area, and it took me back for a minute because I needed to say, "Oh my, why is she doing this?" But then I realized it's not for me to decide that, and that I have to, or to really try to understand it. It's her path, and I am following my path. And that I do appreciate the information that I learned from her, and I do like the card decks that I used with her, and I still use them from time to time. And one of the things I like about the card decks that she created was that she would focus sometimes on individual angels. So I like that. She would focus on Archangel Raphael, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, etc. And she wrote many, many books about angels, and I'm sure you can find them in publication someplace, maybe Amazon, Barnes and Noble, or wherever. Anyhow, so that's a little bit of her history, and just to let you know kind of how she, you know, how she influenced me a little bit. So I thought today that we would work a little bit with some of the archangels. For those of you who, I'm sure most of you know what an archangel is, but an archangel is basically a quote high-ranking angel, and it is an angel that as human beings we can certainly connect with. And I have had my own experiences with archangels and angels in general. So I thought today the question we could ask is, what do we need to understand today about our healing, both our personal and our collective healing? And the perfect angel for that is um, Archangel Raphael. Archangel Raphael um, is the healing angel. He is associated with healing. And I say he, um, there is some back and forth about gender as far as male and female of an angel and so on. I'm not going to get into all of that because that is what it is. And I just want to focus on the content of the actual significance of having Archangel Raphael in our lives. And so I am going to use Doreen Virtue's Archangel Raphael deck. Is Archangel Raphael Healing Oracle card deck. And so as the archangel associated with healing, um, I am asking Archangel Raphael to come forward and be with us today and help to assist us in delivering this important message. And I am asking Archangel Raphael and Archangel Michael to cover us with their divine light, protect us from any lower energies that may try to enter into this reading, to shield us from those energies that are negative in our everyday lives, and to help us feel secure and to assist us in our healing. So, Archangel Raphael, we close our eyes today and we ask you to come forward. I'm feeling a great peace wash over me. I can feel the presence of Archangel Raphael with us. And Archangel Raphael, please let us know what we need to understand about our healing. Fresh air. And the message of fresh air is, thank you for helping me breathe easier in all ways. So this certainly is a message to us about going outside and breathing in fresh air, right? That's the obvious aspect of this message. But the larger message is that we need to begin to step back in our lives and to take a breath and to breathe in the air so that we can continue to move forward. Many of us in our everyday lives, we don't take the time to breathe, to sniff the air, to smell the roses, so to speak. And when we lose this connection, we begin to not be able to appreciate to the degree that we need to everything that is around us. Because all we are thinking about is the doing and not the being. And this card is about the being aspect of who we are. Yes, there are things that our society or our relationships and so on ask of us, but those are not the most critical things all the time. Yes, there are certainly maybe situations that need immediate attention. What has happened, though, is that we have forgotten that not everything needs immediate attention. We don't need instant gratification for everything all the time. What we need to do is we need to stop and remember the beauty inside of us and the beauty of who we are. And we can do this certainly by connecting with nature and literally going outside and grounding ourselves in the freshness of the air, the smell of spring, if you're in a different climate than the spring, and the beauty of and wonder of the winter or the summer. It doesn't matter the season. All seasons offer opportunities for us to connect with the larger aspect of the universe. But it really means that we need to stop and feel the air and the light that exists within us. And we need to replenish that air, oxygenate that air by breathing in and out and not holding on to everything that creates stress in our lives or believing that everything that our mind tells us is real, because that creates a huge burden for us to carry. So, yes, the message of Archangel Raphael is fresh air. And let go of the old stuff and allow the new, fresh stuff to come to you. Don't hold on so tight to everything. Allow things to come and go in your life. The give and the take, the give and the take. Right? Allow yourself to receive as much as you give. So that would be the message of Archangel Raphael. And I am also going to pull a card for Archangel Michael and what Archangel Michael has to say to us about the message of Archangel Raphael. How is Archangel Michael going to assist us in being consistent with the advice of Archangel Raphael? What do we need to do? What do we maybe need to let go of? So I'm shuffling this deck and I'm asking Archangel Michael to please step forward. I can now feel the presence of Archangel Michael. This card says, honor and trust your feelings. And it says the prayer that we would say to Archangel Michael is, thank you, Archangel Michael, for supporting, guiding, and protecting me as I listen to and act upon my feelings. Help me understand and express my emotions with love. So Archangel Michael assists us by allowing us to know that it is safe. Archangel Michael is associated with security and protection. It is the light of Archangel Michael that surrounds us and gives us comfort when we feel fearful of being injured or that we're not safe. And sometimes it is hard for us to feel safe with our own feelings, with our own emotions. And we don't know what to do with that. Sometimes we don't feel safe being ourselves. And when we don't feel safe, how can we breathe in that fresh air? How can we see our own light if we don't feel safe to be who we are? If we feel that somebody is going to judge us for feeling a certain way or expressing ourselves in a certain way. So Archangel Michael is telling us that he is here to help us honor and trust who we are. Honor and trust your feelings. And when we honor and trust our feelings, a deep healing begins within us. And if we go back to yesterday's oracle card where we talked about the energy of the week and how things were going to kind of, maybe come back to us a little bit, things that we have to deal with, go back and forth a little bit. Let us remember the things that didn't work for us because we decided not to trust our feelings. And then in not trusting who we are, we felt more burdened because we didn't allow ourselves to be true. So together, the message of healing that both Archangel Raphael and Archangel Michael have for us is fresh air, honor and trust your feelings, right? And what we need to do is we need to breathe, take a breath, stop, smell the roses, so to speak, and we need to trust. So I feel a great deal of peace in these messages. I feel a great deal of peace in the presence that I feel of these archangels with us right now. And you can call upon them at any time, and they will assist you. I've had many experiences in my life when I've called on one or the other or both, when I've been fearful of something. And they have truly helped me and shown me their love, their peace, and their guidance. With that, I leave with you this peace today, this healing energy that is being sent your way through these angels and through me. I love you all and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.